What's up? It's Mark. Hopefully, you're having an amazing night, had an amazing weekend. And in this quick video, I'm going to talk about the 10 things you must be doing if you're a winning coach versus the 10 things you should not do if you're a loser. So let's go ahead and get right into today's video. All right, hopefully you've had a great weekend, and let's get into today's video here. So what I'm talking about today is what it takes to be a successful coach versus a unsuccessful coach. So loser coach, or we could even just say this, generalize it for a business owner. Basically, and I don't like using the word loser. I guess like when we first start out, we're all on different stages of our journey for sure. But I know I'm guilty of some of these mistakes when I very first started out. And I want to make sure that you're more on the right track than the wrong track. Okay. So let me know in the comments how many of these, deadly sins are you making within your business? Okay. So if you're only interested in making money, you probably are in for a lot of pain and frustration and sorrow, because it has to be something greater than yourself. Okay. In order to really push yourself to the next level, serve and impact a large group of people, a large audience, it has to be more than just making money. And that's where I think a lot of people struggle online. A lot of people struggle in the coaching and consulting space is they just see people as like dollar signs, and they just want to like sell people as opposed to provide some amount of value and service and really want to help people grow and learn. And they just see it as money. And those are the people who don't really do well in the space at all. So it has to be much bigger than money. Okay. Number two, always preparing to take action. Okay. So are you a perfectionist? Are you someone who like just has to make sure that everything is just 100% like dialed in, and like you're just very like within your comfort zone, and you don't want to take action? It's like you just always preparing to take action. You got your spreadsheet out and you've got it all written out, all planned in your calendar, but like when it comes time to do it, you just like talk yourself out of it. You're always not taking action. It's definitely a bad place to be, and it's a tell that you're going to be unsuccessful in the long run. Okay. 3 is so very important, and it comes back to having a really big belief and a conviction in yourself, like a certainty of I am going to make this happen. I'm going to make this work. And that's if it's the feeling of worriedness, or you just have that feeling of like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work. And you're just like emitting it into the universe, so to speak. You're in a bad vibration. You're in a bad frequency, and people can really pick that up, and they're not going to resonate with it. So you've got to come from a place of action taking and certainty, and just absolutely knowing that you're going to crush and make a great impact, and you can actually do this. It's very powerful skill to have. And I know definitely when I first started in this space, and I still do battle with this. I'll be 100% honest. I'm human, of course. Really got to make sure that we're dialed upstairs and get rid of that feeling of worried. And that comes with confidence, comes with experience. As you grow in knowledge, you will begin to level up your game, so to speak, and eliminate that feeling of worriedness. Okay. Number 4, justify spending time on tinkering around with like little things like a logo or like a color on a landing page, or these like minute details that don't really have a massive impact on moving your business forward, pushing the needle forward. Okay. So focus on the larger things, definitely. Okay. Spends time matching domain name to company name. Again, just these little things, even though like that might be like, you might want to obviously have that. It's just like, is this really a major thing, especially when you're first starting out, to be focused on, to be concerned about, as opposed to like going out there and actually speaking and providing content and like reaching out to people and like networking and this sort of thing, as opposed to doing these like tedious little tasks that like aren't pushing your business forward. Okay. Number 6, spends more time consuming content. I know like I was guilty of that too. You're just like, you get caught up in this training phase, and like maybe you're buying course after course and you're chasing shiny objects. A lot of people have been there. Like, there's a lot of noise within the industry, and you just get caught up in watching videos and trainings and not taking action. So very, very important. Number 7, try to do it all themselves. I mean, if you're one of these people who can just figure out, like, you just want to figure it out on YouTube tutorials and like all online, and like, I'll be honest, like a lot of the content is like you can do Google searches, but like when you pay for content or you pay for coaching and mentorship and workshops and classes, like it's all there neatly packaged for you. And like, you're going to excel way, way quicker than if you just try and do it all by yourself. Okay. Which kind of leads into number 8. You don't pay for premium coaching yourself. And that's kind of one of the things too. It's like, if you're not willing to put the money up and pay premium prices, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, like, why do you think your clients would go around or turn around and spend that money with you? It's like, it doesn't match up. It doesn't make sense. It's like whatever you're giving all out to the universe, it's like attracts like. I've spoken about this before in some of my other videos, where you have to be the person you want to become now, and whatever it is you're doing is your customers, your clients, your like, you're going to get matched up with all that. So if you're price shopping, if you're wanting to talk it over with your wife, if you're trying to find a deal, looking for payment plans, not willing to pay for premium coaching products and courses and premium content, guess what's going to happen? Like, your customers are going to whittle diddle you down and walk all over you, and it's going to be frustrating for you. What you have to act, be, and do that person right now, and you'll attract better people. Okay, so you got to pay for premium coaching. Okay, unless you want to be a loser coach. 9, non-revenue activities. We kind of already touched on that, but again, that's just doing like little just fiddly diddly work that doesn't push the needle forward. Again, like just like working with colors and logos and like a little spinny outro thing on your video and like all this kind of stuff that doesn't dial it in. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that stuff comes later on once you're like getting money, getting clients, and like putting that back into the business, like sprucing it up, polishing it up, if you will. Okay. Hanging out with people who are not winning. Okay. So you've all heard it before. You're an average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. Elevate your game, hang out with more successful people, hang out with people who you aspire to be. And that could be in the form of books, in the form of like really dialed in Facebook groups. I'm in part of a really good coaching community, the Coaches University, and I'm surrounding myself with the right coaching and mentors myself. People who are on a higher level, they're making more money, they're making a bigger impact than I am, and I aspire to be like them, and I want to network with those types of people. Okay, so it's definitely something that you need to fully consider. Okay, so what do you need to do? These are things that a winning coach or business owner, online business owner does. And that's why they're getting better results. Number one, makes decisions quick and sticks by them. I think we overcomplicate this a lot. One of the things I've actually heard from one of my mentors is you want to make successful people make decisions very, very quickly and they stick by it. So we all tend to be really good starters, but we're not necessarily good finishers. And that's where we struggle and have difficulties sometimes, is because we're getting out of the vehicle, so to speak, and just changing our mind. If we're driving from whatever, Los Angeles to New York, if we constantly get out of the car and just walking around and kind of go and change your mind and go a different route, you're going to, if ever, take a lot more time getting to your final destination, New York. Okay. So it's like you have to make a committed decision and stick by it, really follow it through, and keep pushing, persevering, and know that there's going to be obstacles and know that there's going to be challenges. And successful people, winning coaches, know this and they follow through. One of the things that I did in one of my programs is I had a commitment, a signed commitment, which makes it very, very real and it's like you're locked in, like an agreement with yourself. And I have that actually on my fridge. I also have a goal card that I like to carry around. And it's like, it reconfirms my decision, makes it concrete, gives me a solid foundation to know that I'm in it for the long haul. Okay. Number two, we already kind of touched on this, but pay for premium coaching and mentorship programs. Okay. Like, again, you be the product of the product. Okay. Like any of these high level people, high achievers in any area of life, I don't care what it is, they put the money up, they got the best tools, training, resources, and coaching. Like if you're one of these people who can just, or wants to figure it on your own, and you're trying to get coaching for $50 and you're shopping for deals, like, I mean, to make anything of any sort of significance on that, you're going to have a tough uphill battle. I firmly believe that. Let me know in the comments what you think below, but you definitely want to pay the piper and get premium coaching. And the more you pay, the high level you pay, the more high caliber type of people you're going to be working with. Okay. Number three, you're interested in helping your students. You want to help other people. It's about building yourself up so that you can help serve and impact other people to a greater level, and you consciously care about the other person. It's not just like, hey, just give me money and here's this like junky product that I don't really care if you get a result. People who are doing high level things in this space, they actually care about the result of the other person. Okay. Number four, take massive action. And this is, just so basic, but yet misunderstood, that it's not perfect action. It's like you can fix it along the way. Take massive imperfect action consistently. And you start to enjoy what it is you do. Like, I actually wasn't going to do this video, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to put out this piece of valuable content. I'm just going to take action. I'm going to take massive action. That's kind of the difference when you do things consistently, and even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates the winners from the losers, taking massive action. Number five, don't care about a logo. Again, that comes after the critiquing, the spinning image, the logo, the design, all that stuff. It might be important down the road for sure. Branding this day and age, 100%. But at first, like, really, like, is that going to push the needle in your business and your coaching program forward? Probably not. Okay. Number six, focus on 1 to 2 marketing channels. I was guilty of this mistakes. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. And all my mentors and all my coaches, and they're doing better than I'm doing, all say, like, when you first starting out, zone in on one specific channel, maybe 2 specific channels, and master those. Master them, and again, be consistent, take massive action, and take that to an expert level before you start going into all these different channels. Okay. So it's like, if you're one of these people who has a TikTok and you're blogging and you're tweeting 10 times a day, and you got a YouTube and a Facebook and an Instagram and all this stuff, like a podcast is another like one. It's like, dude, all these are great channels. Like, it's not the channel, it's being consistent, putting out excellent content, mastering it, interacting with your audience, providing value, serving consistently. And I think once you focus in on that, you can definitely grow your network. And it's like focusing. It's like using your mental faculty, the will. The will is a mental faculty, and it's focusing in on one thing, zoning in on one thing, and mastering and perfecting that craft. Okay. A lot of times people are talking about like, multitasking. I'm looking for people, you can do 10 things at once. I'm not necessarily sold on the fact that that's a more beneficial thing than lasering in, getting laser focused, focusing on one task until it's done, then go to the next. Do that with your marketing and your sales, and I think you'll take your business to the next level. Okay. Number 7, income producing activities. You got to think to yourself, is what you're doing getting you closer to getting more clients? Is getting you closer to providing a bigger impact, getting you closer to helping and serving more people? Or are you just dinking around on the internet? Like, ask yourself those questions. So are you reaching out to people? Are you providing daily videos? Are you writing articles? Is what you're doing day to day consistently getting you closer to your goals? If not, you might want to reevaluate how it is you're spending your day. And that goes back to that 80-20 rule. It's like we get paid on or provided revenue on the 20% of the activities. I believe that's how that goes. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments about that one. Reads every day or works on mindset. If you're one of these people who are like, yeah, the mindset thing, it's not a big deal, like you probably need it the most. Okay. Mindset is absolutely everything. My mentors, my coaches, they preach mindset all the time. And there's a reason why the top people focus on mindset, focus on personal development, personal growth, workshops, like books, like education, seminars. Like, this is where the success lies. This is where you want to aspire to grow. And if you're just like pushing that to the side, it doesn't matter all these widgets and tips and tricks and techniques and automation and all this crap. If you got a poor mindset, like it's not going to work. If you got a poor mindset, poor belief system, poor self-image, like all these things have an impact with your mindset, and you can better that by picking up a book and reading. Or Bob Proctor says this, it doesn't matter how you're getting it. It matters just you're getting it. Watch videos. A good tell for this is look at your YouTube history. What are your last 10 videos? Are you watching like cat videos and just like dumb stuff? Or are you actually like, is it a consumable, like good educational content that can kind of sharpen your mental faculty, sharpen your mind, give you some strategies, some growth to implement into your coaching business, your online business, you know what I mean? So like, look at that, have a real conversation with yourself. Maybe you got to get real with yourself. Okay. Number 9, hang out with other winners, guys. Be the lowest person in your social circus. Just hang out with these crazy clown people. Your social circle. Okay. You want to be striving to soak in as much knowledge and information as people who are doing better than you, people who are more successful, people who are on a higher level than you. And again, if you can't necessarily go out and find those people in your everyday life, number one, I don't necessarily know if you're trying that hard. You can go to meetup groups, Facebook groups. There's business groups, like even in a small community like where I am in Revelstoke, there's stuff like that. Toastmasters, you're going to find successful people. Take them out for lunch, pick their brain, you know what I mean? If you can't do that, pick up a book, go to a seminar, workshop, all these types of things just betters yourself. And you want to not be the highest person in your group, so to speak. You want to be constantly like learning from someone else and like stretching and like climbing up to their level. Hopefully that helps. Number 10, communicates a vision and tells a story. And it makes them relatable and human being. I am not perfect. In fact, I'm very, very far from it. I used to be an oil patch worker turned online marketer, online coach. I am still learning. I tell my story. It makes it relatable. Okay. So if you're one of these people who's like this whole fake it till you make it, like look at me in this Porsche that I rented or like this BMW, it's just bullshit. You are not Ty Lopez. Like he is an expert marketer, and it's actually he's pretty legit. Um, like really good content. But my point is like you can't be like Ty Lopez. Like be yourself, be authentically you, and that will create a magnetic attraction, a magnetic bond with your client, your customers, your people, your tribe, if you will. Uh, if you communicate it effectively, tell your story, make it relatable, make it like, hey, I'm a real person, I make mistakes, and communicate like a bigger picture, a grander goal of what it is you want to achieve and inspire. Okay, so that's kind of what I have here for you guys here today. Hopefully, you got some value. Let me know in the comments which one you're working on the most. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're getting a lot of value from these videos. Hopefully, you have an amazing, amazing week, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye for now.